Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Y'all probably can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Can y'all hear me? So what's up, family? Hello, gotta check on my phone, see if everything going good. What's up, family? Hello, gotta check on my phone. Yep. Peace, y'all. How y'all like the live? How y'all like it? Y'all like the new scenery? Do you like what you see? It's quite different from what you normally see, ain't it? It's quite different, ain't it? What's up? I got you. What's up, Ron? What's up, bro? I was finna ask you how long you was gonna be up. Shoot, it's the weekend. You should be up for a while, bro. If y'all don't know who Ron is, Nine Ether God, that's my bro. We be making beats and shit together. So just letting y'all know. So that's why that's what we do on the side. I'm waiting for my brother, know what I'm saying, to get his followers up so he can start going live with me. So know what I'm saying? If y'all see him, follow Nine Ether God. Follow Nine Ether God. No, I just started B for all. I just started. I'm just letting people coming in. Had to put the kids to sleep before I start this. But what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I heard a lot of stuff been going on. I've been taking a break going live on my own channel and just tuning into other people's stuff. And I know it's real late, but shoot, this the time I had to do it. So there are some things I'm about to discuss. There are some screenshots and videos that I'm going to reveal, that I'm going to show to the people. Know what I'm saying? 1 second. Hold on real quick. All right, I'm back. All right, I got 25 people in here. So the things where we're going to go over, we're going to talk about this native business. We're going to talk about this Indian business, our family business. What's up, Yellow Rose? What's up? How you doing? All Mac, I see you. What's up, bro? Pretty Kitty. I think this is my first time seeing you on my live, but what's up? Welcome. You're all welcome. What I'm saying 1,000,000 times. How people say, know what? Know what I'm saying? Hey man, shut up, man. That's how we talk. It is what it is. I appreciate the gifts. Y'all see I'm trying to reach my goal right here, and y'all see up there at the top, help me get up to 30K. Trying to reach up to 30K. So let's go ahead and get this started. And by the way, the beat you listening to, yes, I did make it. I'm a producer on the side. That's what I do. Eventually, I'm going to start selling beats to my people if they want to, know what I'm saying, spit their game on it or just use it for their own videos and know what I'm saying, like that. All my beats will be on TikTok, so you can use it for your own videos as well. So you can show some love, show some support. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. All right. Go ahead, turn that off. So, let's see. Get that out there. I'm glad y'all can see it. Boom. We got some things that we need to talk about. Let me make sure the volume good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. We got some things to talk about. Indian business. Now, I'm not finna sit up here and talk about the bridges that's being burned, more things that's popping off, more people hating and things like that. I'm not finna discuss about what our own people is doing. But basically, we're going to have a clean version of YouTube today. That's what we about to do. We have to have a clean version. So none of that profanity, name calling, all that other stuff. It's not going to happen today. So check this out.
Somebody who looks like me, who goes to one of those areas where a lot of people believe in that shit. Yeah. Right? So
Can y'all hear it? Let me know if y'all can hear it. Did y'all hear that? Let me make sure. Can y'all hear it? Let me play it again. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
There you go. All to them. Somebody who looks like me who goes to one of those areas.
Yep. Y'all can hear that. Y'all can hear it. I'm checking. I'm in on my other account looking at my live too. So I'm doing that for audio purposes because I'm new to this TikTok studio thing. So this is what that's what I gotta do just to make sure everything's good on your end. Everything will be good on my end. So let's go. This guy right here, he reminds me of that old school guy named Rambo. Do y'all know who Rambo is? If you don't know who Rambo is, let me show you who Rambo is. All right. So we're going to go to Google. We're going to open a new browser to Google. We're going to look at Rambo. He reminds me of Rambo. His voice sounds just like Rambo. There's a reason why I'm saying this. He is basically the port city of the Native American community. But he's smarter. This is the reason why he's smarter. He don't conversate with us, unlike Port City. He is the port city of the Native American community. And the reason I say he's like Rambo is because he sounds like Rambo. Y'all can't share the live? Y'all can't share the live? Wow. Why won't they let you share the live? That's crazy. That's crazy. But check this out. This what I can't drop it in the group because I don't want to show the group. Let me see what I could do right here. Do I have a share button? Like I said, I'm kind of new to this. There go the share button. Copy link. Let me turn off the screen saver because I don't want y'all to see this shit. I'm going to drop it right here. For the people that's in the group, you could check out that live. If you need the link, there go the link right there is in the group. For those of my people that's in the group. Goddess, I don't know if you hear it. Can you get that link and put it in Discord? If you may. So let me turn back on the screen capture. Let me get off that group because I don't want nobody to know the group. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go. All right. So let's bring up Rambo real quick.
Somebody who looks like me who goes to
TikTok, this is for educational purposes only, just to teach. Clearly, you see this is education. I don't know why TikTok got it as gaming. I didn't choose gaming, but this is education.
Somebody who looks like me who goes to one of those areas where a lot of people are believing that shit. Right? So, there you go. I hope that answers the question.
It did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just looking up that. Hey, y'all give her a follow, man. She's everyone. Shout out to Mother Africa, man.
Oh, dang. I didn't get the part where he said.
Thank you guys for your contributions you made to the civil.
But, you see, this part right here, he blocked me. He blocked me. You're blocked by the host. Basically, in that live, he stated that the FBI is giving us books to read. Something that he basically said the FBI wrote these books and gave it to black supremacists and just to discredit the Native Americans. That's what he did. He said that, and we had one of our own sisters up there. Our own sisters up there eating it all up. Just eating it all up, talking about something. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. The FBI is giving them books that they wrote so they could start propaganda, so they could try to eliminate our culture. Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. That, out of all things, that's what you come up with. That is false information. You just couldn't say these Black Americans is finding books and researching and finding out their true history, their true nationality and things like that. They digging up history that we didn't even know. But instead, you have to go to the FBI or their agent type of narrative. Why are they doing stuff like that? Why are they doing stuff like that? It's amazing. And those of you that want to know how I got live studio, I've been a good boy. Let's just say I've been a good boy. That's how I got TikTok live studio. I just been a good boy. I've been out of trouble and shit. So that's why I've been taking my breaks. And this is going to be great. Now on to one of my favorite videos right here. And this is basically, I'm saying this to TikTok. Like I said, I've been good. I'm not breaking no community guidelines and nothing like that. What I'm doing is reaction videos to other people's lives, other people's content. So I'm just letting you know, TikTok, do not take me down. I'm being good. I haven't called nobody names. I haven't discredited nobody's nationality or no things like that whatsoever. I'm following community guidelines with my own opinions. And my opinions is not harmful. All right. There's a right and wrong things to do stuff. But on TikTok, on YouTube, for take 2, oh, you're going to get the raw. You're going to get the raw form. You're going to get the raw form. But this is one of my favorite videos. This is Red Road in Rambo. I don't know his guy's name, so I call him Rambo. Here we go. Watch this.
Not on this, like, I don't know. I can't see everybody. There could be potential people who know pretty much where I live. And
what'd he say? There could be potential people that know where I live. Why are you afraid right now? What's going on? Should I be concerned?
On this, like, I don't know. I can't see everybody. There could be potential people who know pretty much where I live. And you know what I mean? I don't know if that's like enough said with just that. There's people who know where I live and they're heavily indoctrinated. And a lot of people already believe when I wear my owl feathers, when they see my tattoos, they're like, oh, this guy's fucking, what kind of worshiping, but
If we all family, if you're all family, why are they calling you out about the certain indications of your culture? You said there's people know where you live and things like that, but you out here making accusations against our people. You making accusations against our people, but yet you up here acting fearful for your life. How did it reach this period? Because just a couple of weeks ago, you was just on everybody's panels trying to discredit us and talk about us and all these other things. But now, look at us now. Look where we are now. It's a great turning point that we are reaching. It's a great turning point. So is feathers being shaken? Is those owl feathers being shaken up now? And who's doing the shaking? I remember some time ago when I was on his live and I stated that you don't know much about the Mexicas. The Mexicas or whatever you call it. You don't know much about those people. Not even Google know much about those people. And basically you can go around and tell people, this is what we do in our culture. We pass it down orally. You can make things up as you go. But the next minute you made another live and said, I don't have to teach nobody my culture. I'm not teaching nobody my culture. The other natives is up here proud of who they are. They don't got no problem telling you their culture and everything on the live. But some reason you have a problem. Is it because did you just pick up something like the rest of our individuals in our community? You just picked up an identity that you felt like that you was, but you don't have no proof. You don't have no proof to prove that you are those people, the Mexicas or the Mexicas. You don't got no proof. Because when we looked at the Mexicas, when we look at the Aztecs, the original people of Yucatan, let's go. When we look at the original people of Yucatan, when you look at the original people of Yucatan, What are we seeing? The Mahicas is part of the Mayak. The Mahicas is part of the Mayak. So when you're being called out about these people, right? And you claiming these people, and now all of a sudden you turn around saying, I'm not going to teach nobody in my culture. It's because that's not your culture. Where are your locks? Where is that brown, that crisp brown mahogany chestnut? Where is it? How did you end up to the complexions that you are today? How did that happen? And how long ago did it happen? Why are you not in your original form? If that is your form. If you love the lie, please send gifts. Cash out me. Do what you got to do. Any support helps. So I want to know. I want to know. If this was originally you, what happened? Because it takes 2 generations to eliminate that DNA or who you are completely. It takes 2 generations to eliminate white blood from our gene pool. So how many generations does it take for it to eliminate the originality from you? Because everybody knows the original people of this earth is mahogany, melanin. When I say melanin, I'm talking about what color is melanin. What color is melanin? They come up with this scenario and say, oh, melanin is any type of color. Melanin will range from white to brown to yellow to purple to blue. Melanin could be any color. What color is melanin? What color is melanin? What color is melanin? Melanin is brown. For one, we know Google added to it. But originally, melanin is brown. Melanin is brown. Non-refractable. And finally, granular, whatever. With the individuals, let's skip all this. This differentiates melanin from common blood breakdown pigments, which are larger, chunky, and fractal, and range in color from green to yellow to red brown. But what color is melanin at its base? What color is melanin? Right here. What color is melanin in the skin? Mostly brown or black. You know, Google's going to add to it now. Because once we start teaching stuff, that's when people in the higher ups try to change things, remove books, and add to articles. That's why Google is not a reliable source when it comes down to truth. It's not. It's not. You might catch the truth here and there a little bit. You might catch the truth here and there a little bit, right? But melanin at its base is brown. They even said black, even though I disagree with that color, with that tone. But if you are Aztecs, what happened to this brown? Because I'm as brown as this Mayak, this Mashika, or whatever you want to call it. I am as brown as them. What happened to you? Because these are the photos from the Smithsonian Museum. What happened to your complexion? What happened to you? We want to know. And where is your infrastructure? Even the clothes y'all wear today, the patterns y'all create today, doesn't even coincide with the ancient Mayak patterns, symbols, and whatsoever. So I want to know, even from my old books, 1971, the drawing of an Aztec of Mexico. It was encountered by Hernan Cortez from the Book of America, being the largest and most accurate depiction of the New World. What those people look like? What do those people look like? I see froze, and I know for a fact that it's melanated skin. That is not yellow. So I want to know, what happened to you? And that's not a real depiction of Christopher Columbus. That's not him. That's a depiction of Christopher Columbus. I don't know who this guy is. I really don't know who this guy is. But that's Christopher Columbus right there. That's how Christopher Columbus looked. I don't know who the hell this guy is. All right. But we're going back. Got to go back.
And on this life, I don't know. I can't see everybody. There could be potential people who know pretty much where I live, and you know what I mean. I don't know if that's like enough said with just that. There's people who know where I live, and they're heavily indoctrinated, and a lot of people already believe when I wear my owl feathers, when they see my tattoos, they're like, "Oh, this guy's fucking what kind of worshiping, negative spirits." And you know how the church is, man, how people are. They believe, oh, if it's not Jesus, if it's not Jesus, then it's the devil. You know what I mean?
Hold on, bro. Somebody said, "Careful, boys. I'm a native evangelist medicine man."
Oh, God.
You fucked up is what you are. Well, you're fucked up is what you are, bro. I'm going to tell you that. Because you can't have both of those and integrate them into each other because they're totally...
Y'all hear him? He sounds just like Rambo.
...different teachings. And I don't know who told you that you could do that, but that's wrong. And I don't know what tribe you are, but I'm going to tell you that. So
he's snapping on the Christian native, saying you messed up. You messed up. Let me show y'all. If y'all don't know who Rambo is, I'd rather go to the latest thing where Rambo's voice was. So I'm gonna have to go to YouTube for this. Now watch this. This is just a side thing. Rambo, MK12, MK11. Intro.
You're not haunted by what happened.
I have programming which dulls the stress.
Glad someone tried helping you cope.
So he sound just like dude. Even though that was a side mission. He sound just like Rambo. I can't unhear it, man.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that's...
But let's go.
They're heavily indoctrinated. And
what did he say? You say he called me out while I was on his live. I said I was banned and was effing getting in his box to drop me. Man, I'm gonna let you know a little bit about Rambo once I finish out this video.
A lot of people already believe when I wear my owl feathers, when they see my tattoos, they're like, "Oh, this guy's fucking what kind of..."
Oh, we're gonna skip up.
And how people are. They believe, oh,
a native evangelist medicine man.
Oh, God.
You fucked up is what you are. Well, you're fucked up is what you are, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. Because you can't have both of those and integrate them into each other because they're totally different teachings. And I don't know who told you that you could do that, but that's wrong. And I don't know what tribe you are, but I'm gonna tell you that. So you can't have both of those titles and say.
I guess this big chief or something.
No, that's not how that works.
I guess this big Meech or whoever.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like I'm afraid for my life or nothing like that. Speaking, like I said, I'm surrounded by indoctrinated people, bro, like a motherfucker. That's what it is. And I don't want to deal with fucking the stress of shit like that, bro. Like, you know, I don't want to, bro. I'll just tell people my story, and
Yeah, I got you.
And you know, we can share
I
the
got you.
truth by
Hey, Red Roll, what's up?
So what he's scared about? He's scared about people knowing where he is and questioning his culture. He calling everybody indoctrinated. He don't explain how they're indoctrinated. He just said they're indoctrinated. But you're indoctrinated too. You claiming Mexica's, and you don't even match the complexion of Mexica's. So you're indoctrinated, taking somebody else's identity. Right? So he taking somebody else's identity. And he's doing the same thing what his forefathers have done. They're doing the same thing. And they got the nerve. They got the nerve to call themselves the original people with the while looking the way they look today. It's beyond me. I don't understand it. Like for this example, we got the Washington Redskin logo. Then we got a guy right here that's saying he is the Washington Redskin person, but do they match the complexion? What is, like my brother Chata Beezy said, the real erasure. How'd he went from brown to yellow? Or we might say in Martin Luther King time, white passing. Or white. Because in 1920, in 1930, they wasn't calling you red man. They was calling you white man or passing white. They was not calling you natives red man. I assure you, they was not calling you red man, and they wasn't calling you natives. They was not calling you that. This is something that you picked up and wanted to call yourself. Then the government picked up and started calling you that yourself. That's what you chose to do. For education purposes only. Do not take me down. Do not shadow ban me. That boy Pollard than a bucket of water. The time is up for them. Exactly. But let's go.
Imagine spending your whole life connected to a community, even participating in local government affairs, and then one day being told you were not only no longer welcome, but that you and your entire family were no longer recognized by them. Our Mireya Villarreal traveled to Washington State and looked into the tribal disenrollment one family claims is unjustly leaving them without a home and identity.
15 miles south of the Canadian border, cedar trees line the winding roads of Deming, Washington. In the distance, snow still tops the mountain peaks as spring ushers in the warmer weather. Below, the Nooksack River glistens, its watershed considered native land for some 2,000 people who were part of the Nooksack Indian tribe.
Where does your father live over here?
Uh-oh.
So his house is straight.
The Nooksack Indian tribe. I'm pretty sure all of y'all saw this video by now, but there are some people that didn't. But let's continue. Tribal battle over identity in enrollment.
Right down here.
Oh, right, yeah. Michelle Roberts expected to own her home by the end of this year. But the Nooksack tribe is trying to evict her because she's part of the 306 group.
The baskets my grandmother weaved.
She's part of the 306 group. Somebody do their homework. Make content on it. Show me what the hell is the 306 group. She is not Native American because she is part of the 306 group. But she looks like a Native American. How many other people is part of the 306 group? I say all of them. Whoever got the most money, whoever got the most connections, get to stay. Or whoever's closer to the paleness, get to stay. .306 group.
306 people from the Rebang family who were officially disenrolled from the Nooksack tribe in 2016.
So do your research on who are the 306 families that have been disenrolled and what do they look like?
That kind of thing. within tribes where their people want the power. It all comes down to the greed and the power grab.
Michelle officially became a member of Nooksack in 1983, at one point serving on the tribal council. All of that taken away when a former tribal chair questioned her family's lineage to Nooksack, and with the help of other council members, they began the process of disenrolling Michelle and the other Rebains.
Have you been able to gather the documents to try and re-enroll and try and prove that you belong to this tribe?
We have the documents, yes.
And it proves that you are Nooksack?
In our eyes, yeah.
You have to...
In these documents, you heard the question. In these documents, it shows that you are Nooksack, right? Nooksack, right? And the Nato said, in my eyes, yeah. In my eyes. So how many of y'all is claiming to be the original people in your eyes? In my eyes. Oh my God. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. We got to look deeper into her eyes to find out if she really is or not. Facts, $5 gain. In my eyes. I'm going to make a shirt and say, in my eyes, I'm Native. Real talk. Man, that shit crazy. I got to bring it back to right there.
And re-enroll and try and prove that you belong to this tribe.
We have the documents, yes.
And it proves that you are Nooksack.
In our eyes, yeah.
In our eyes?
You would have to do all of this just to...
No, not at all. When your grandparents say, you're from a certain area, this is who you are, this is where you belong, you believe them. And having to find...
She said when your grandparents say you're from a certain area, you got to believe them. So what did our grandparents say? How come your grandparents right and our grandparents is wrong? So when did your grandparents get there? That's the thing I want to know. Was it during the Great Immigration? Was it during the Gold Rush? Was it during the time when the Japanese came here in the late 1970s, 1980s, early 1900s? So why is it right for you to say it and it's wrong for us to say it? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's a big double standard.
Documents to prove that. It's kind of demeaning.
The UN even weighed in, expressing concerns over the evictees' human rights and due process. They urged the U.S. government to step in and halt the evictions. The federal government responding, saying they found the tribe to be in compliance with its procedures.
Where would you guys go?
And what is the procedures? The government knows something about these people that they not saying. They don't want to say it on the news. But those of us that's wise enough, we know. We know. They got them records on when they got here. That's how they know.
We don't know. I don't know at this point. We're going to be struggling if it gets to that point.
But Michelle is hopeful the newly elected Nooksack tribal chair, Rosemary LeClaire, will hear them out.
We're hoping that she will sit down and actually look at our documents with open eyes. That generation seems to be more open to put a closure to this. We need to start healing.
Healing may be hard to come by. Rosemary LeClaire
You're damn right.
supports the disenrollment of the Rebang family. In her first ever interview, she says this has nothing to do with power and everything to do with preservation.
I don't want to string along hope. That's not who I am. I need to defend the Nooksack people. I need to defend my children and to portray the truth.
Thank you for the crown. Thank you for the crown. I appreciate that. If y'all can, I only got one crown sent by B4All. Oh, let me say this. I'm gonna bring it back so y'all can hear it. But I only got one crown sent by B4All. That's I'm trying to reach my goal If you liking this live, know what I'm saying? Send me those crowns. Send me those crowns. I only got one crown. Thank you, B for All. I appreciate that. Shout out B for All.
At Nooksack, we're humble people, and there's not much that we have to be offering even our own people. The little resources that we do have, we need to make sure is secured for our future.
Is this a war between
families
in this situation?
It's the simple fact that they do not have lineage to Nooksack. Is secured for
what did she say? What type of question she just asked her?
Children, and to portray the truth that Nooksack,
thank you for the crown, real fat bass. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
There's not much that we have to be offering even our own people. The little resources that we do have, we need to make sure is secured for our future.
Is this a war between
families
in this situation?
It's the simple fact that they do not have lineage to Nooksack.
So they know of people that don't have lineage to these places and they still allowed to live there. Why? So they saying it's a war between families. Frankly, all of you don't have no lineage to it. Y'all just claim somebody else's identity like I always do and kick somebody off their own land. Let's go to another one of my favorite videos. Chief Smoke a Lot.
Actual parts of the
Chief Smoke a Lot. The Mr. Iroquois. You know what I'm saying? 2-pack, 2 Newports. Let's go.
Actual parts of the different world I got inside me for my DNA. They'll say European or North American indigenous or something like that.
Bring that back again so y'all can catch it.
Actual parts of the different world I got inside me for my DNA, they'll say European or North American indigenous or something like that.
First of all, no census record will say North American indigenous. If so, please produce the record, because we've been doing research into this. You could paint the narrative all day. What census record, what Dawes record say Native American? Because there's no Dawes record says Native American. None whatsoever. If you're talking about 1800s, early 1900s, not one of them say Native American. They only got the nationality on Dawes rolls. So I would like to know what Dawes rolls is this, Mr. Chief Smoke a Lot. And also, when are you going to give appreciation to my people on showing you how to find your family genealogy, your family records, your Dawes rolls, your census records, your land deeds, all those things? When are you going to show appreciation to the black, or what you call it, real American Indians? When are you going to show appreciation to us? Because you didn't do this. You ain't start doing this until we showed the world how to do this. Y'all doing this just like how y'all steal patents. Taking ideas. Go do your genealogy. No, I don't rely on DNA too much. I only focus on genealogy now. When y'all start doing that? Because y'all was just hooplying about DNA. Come on now. Y'all preach DNA. Y'all preach genealogy once you find something. Appreciate the waste, Los. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. Shout out, Los. But let's go.
Or North American indigenous or something like that. And the reason why I got the test was I wanted to put an end to the whole Siberian Mongolian thing, because I got a lot of Indian.
You are German. You are more German than anything. Wow. Germans are part Asiatic. For one. So when you talk about I want to put an end to the Mongolian, Siberian DNA, there's other Asiatic people that is related to the Siberians and Mongolians. Do you know that? Right. I can't chill because this shit is crazy. Because when you so intelligent in the thing that you are studying, Then when you hear the stuff that comes out of these people's mouths, and you be like, that ain't right. That's not true. That's why they despise me so much, because I catch you up in the stuff that you say. You don't do real research. You're gullible. They Germans, they're Russians, they're Tartarians, they're Chinese, they're Japanese, they're part Orientals. They got the Ottoman Empire in them. They got a lot of people from that side of the world in them. A lot of Arabic tribes within their bloodlines. That's why we got the complexion yellow today, because they are a mix of many different nationalities, but holding on to one. A one that is fictitious. There is no such tribe called Native Americans. Look at his face. Yeah, he looks shook. He fucked up. But let's keep this live peaceful. Let's keep this live respectful. Again, I'm trying to let this be a clean version of YouTube. All right?
Blood in me and Mongolian thing, because I got a lot of Indian.
And not one of us called Chief Smoker like a Mongolian. We called him German. God is TV, German. Be for all, German. Naturalism of Yahweh, German. I don't know if Los called them that, but I'm saying it. German. Rashad. I don't know if he said it, but German. German. We never called him Mongolian. We know what you is. You're a German. European. Indo-European. Come on now. Oh, Lo said Ashkenazi. That's still German. German. German, man. Come on.
Indian blood in me. I got a lot of Indian blood in me. And like within the past 300 years and 300 people that had to meet and make their child to make me and so on, all out of all those 70 of those people within the past 300 years, they're all native except for 2 of them.
He lying. He motherfucking lying. He lying. He is lying. We gotta see, man. What's wait to kid? Do he move his head?
So I do have a lot of
We gotta see proof. We gotta see that proof, because that's a freaking lie. Because if you was 100%, if you said out of this man said, no, I don't. This man said, let me bring this shit back. Hold on.
2 of them. So I do have people to make me and so on, all and make their people that had to me to and make their child to make me and so.
He said over 300 years. Over 300 years. Is that 70 people? Is there about 70 people? I don't know. What does it say approximately 70? We're gonna leave it at 70.
One, all out of all those 70 of those people within the past 300 years, they're all native except for 2 of them. So
I got his face framed up like that because you know you're fucking lying and you look confused. That's the face of confusion. That's the fucking face of confusion. He know he lying. And the way how he said it, I want to see, do he say it with a straight face?
Except for 2 of them. So I do have a lot of
motherfucker, you look down.
All native except for 2 of them.
Why you look down? Why you look down when you said, well, look at my face. Over the past 300 years, 70 people created me. I'm not even saying this fucking right. But only 2 of them was not native. Only 2 of them. Only 2 of them. Why the fuck you looking down when you said that? Why wasn't you looking straight ahead? Because if y'all study body language, there's an FBI book called The Body Language, Signs of the Body Language. Shifting your eyes, looking to the left or to the right when you're trying to tell the truth about something, you're lying. You are lying. Why didn't you make eye contact when you said that? I mean, the proof is in the pudding. We know that you cap already, just based off phenotype. We know you cap. But I'm saying that just based off body language, I know you cap. So, I mean, it is what it is. I encourage y'all to go read that book called The FBI. It's by the FBI. It's called The Body Language. Signs of the Body Language. It's an experimental book about body languages, of course.
They're all native except for 2 of them. So I do have a lot of native blood in me. I know that I'm.
This man looked away again. I know though I got a lot of native blood in me.
A little bit light on the lighter side, but that's because when they make.
I'm a little bit light on the lighter side. It's because they mix.
It was further down the line towards my end. My grandmother was half white, and that's why I'm light. But
you'll notice that though. Like you'll notice that
his grandmother is half white. That's why I'm like that. What the fuck the other people is? Dude, you are the same complexion as a person from Mexico, from Arabia, from the city of freaking China or whatever. What the heck do you mean? Because the only complexion you could be is black. So what are you talking about? I don't understand. Not even a tan, like brother said. Not even a tan. So these people, you can tell these people lying. You could tell that the jigs is up. You could tell it's up. It's over with now.
Get sometime.
Now, before I play this video, I know some of you already heard a voice. I asked you to do a protection spell over your head. I asked you to do a protection spell because I know that y'all know this person. I know your ears gonna hurt just by listening to the voice. So I asked you to bear through it, decipher some things, take in some things, listen to the demeanor, listen to the stereotype, and listen to the double standard. The double standard is the biggest thing that's gonna proceed out of her mouth. Now, this happened like a week ago. I don't know who this guy is. I tried to get on this guy live. He would not let me up. They know about me. Just know they know about me. I don't know what's up with them, but they do not want to speak to me because they know I'm going to bust them out. But here we go.
It will show that they were Indio and then given their new Spanish name. So there's a whole lot of
I have his baptism record.
They were doing.
I have his baptism record, but I didn't see any variation in his name. I seen a variation in his birth date, which kind of confused me. But they didn't keep the.
I'm gonna tell you this now. Her. I'm not even gonna say her name. Her. She lying because I got baptism records from my people from Wales. How the hell you got a baptism record from somebody across the seas and it says Indios? Because baptism records wasn't in America for what I understand. That's basically like some England documentation, some UK documentation, some German or Russian documentation if you got a baptism record. I seen them. I seen several of them from my people that came from Wales, that came from Scotland, that came from France. From France or whatever it's called. Baptism records, for what I understand, wasn't an American thing. It was an overseas thing. But brother said he got a baptism record from Ireland. So I want to know how the heck you got a baptism record that says Ineos when they didn't put race on baptism records. They never put race on. Los, do you see a race on your baptism record, or did you see a race on your baptism record? She literally up here lying. And I know some of y'all probably tired of me talking, that you want to hear the video, but I had to call it out when I seen it. So she's lying. Talk about some indios. She's lying. If she got it, we need to ask her. Next time anybody talk to her, ask her for that baptism record that got the word indios on it. Tell her to pull up a screenshot of it. Because that's what we want to see. Right? Hold on 1 second. Because that's what we want to see. We want to see that. Let's go.
They're saying to keep the best records, I guess.
For your father, probably no variation in your father's or your grandfather's name, but like if you're looking at like fifth, sixth, seventh generation back, you'll start seeing those kind of different. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
He just swallowed it up.
Or his grandfather, like, but going further back to great grandfather and third or fourth generation.
And yeah, just look at those DNA results behind him. I do not believe in DNA tests. I want to let y'all know I don't believe in it whatsoever. I'm not double standard in this whatsoever. I don't even believe their DNA tests. But once they throw it up, I like to throw theirs back, like just to be funny. Just to be funny. But you're England and Western European. Since they want to play this with me. And brown girl, you're European. You're more European than anything. More European than anything. So I'm just saying, I don't even believe his results. Just saying it for shits and giggles. Just shits and giggles. That's it. I don't believe in it. Well, let's go.
Yeah. So like when I look at like baptismal records from like the late 1500s, 1600s, and 1700s.
Hold up. She just added to the line again. She talking more? Part 2? I hope y'all screen recording or something. Because she just said baptism record from the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, and she turned around and said that these records had the word indios on it. Like the word race. Race ain't became a thing until the 1800s. Those of y'all that got family members, those of y'all that don't know nothing about baptism records, those are records for families that live outside of the United States. Like if you have a person, like if you have a relative that live from Scotland, Ireland, Germany, anywhere, those are my melanated people on this channel that y'all watching this right now. If you did your genealogy, you got some people that live outside of the United States, coming from outside of the United States, that had baptism records. Know what I'm saying? They became Catholics and things like that. And those baptism records, if you go back and look at your records, please show me the race part on your baptism records from the 15, 16, and 1700s if you went back that far. Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to see nothing about no damn race on there.
Baptismal records from like the late 1500s, 1600s, and 1700s.
She been caught in 4K lying. And those that don't know nothing about this, they will be so gullible. She talk about race classification during the periods of 15 to the 16 to the 1700s, when classification ain't became a thing until Walter Plecker, until Charles Darwin, until Thomas Malthus, until eugenics. And we speaking 18th century and up, probably at the end of the end of the 1700s, when we talking about the census records. Not even ship logs had Negro or none of those things on there. The colonizers just called them that in their little journals or books that they wrote. But for them to say these records had those things at that time, it's freaking cap. It's a lie.
Exactly. So they had an Indian name previous, and then the Spanish made them take a new name.
Yes. So, like, I have ancestors that I can go back to the late 1500s that were native to Oaxaca, and
she got records. I'm talking about records to show that she has native family in the 1500s living in the Americas way before census was even created. To even document you as an Indian. What? I want to know what freaking record is this? Because the only record that was produced with a race or a nationality during the time of American Indians was the Dawes Rolls and the census. So what do you have in the 1500s that tells you these people was Indians and their name was changed? So you must have a record that shows their name before their name was changed. If me and her ever had a dialogue, I will destroy her in a freaking debate or conversation. She's a liar.
They have a whole Spanish name.
Peace, Melanie.
They were given Spanish names from the beginning. What they did was once they came here and they started baptizing people, they started changing their names and giving it. That's part of the paper genocide.
So that's why you see similar names like from Spain and like the Philippines.
You are children of the Moors and their undesirables. You are not original Indians to this land. You are children of the original conquistadors and their undesirables. And have a Mongol people that you mix with it as well. You are not original people to this land. And I don't care how you put it, because we know you are the children. Y'all got the phenotype of those old undesirables. The barbers. And all the others.
Very similar names in the Philippines and like Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And the Puerto Rico was dark then. The Puerto Rico was darker than anybody. They was like dark like the Africans.
Are considered Latino, have Spanish last names. They stem back from Spain. They're not our original ancestral last names, and it kind of is again a part of like.
Look, again, I want to show y'all. They saying these Spanish names and all this stuff wasn't our names and all this other stuff. Then who the hell was y'all? Who was y'all? Again, who the hell was y'all? What did y'all look like? Did you look the way that you look today? Back then? Because if you say, oh, we got Spanish last names and all this other stuff, the only way for you to get Spanish last names, unless you called yourself that, because they didn't call you that, because there's plenty of melanated people on this North America still have their original Indian name, surname, and they lie to say, oh, it's European, when it really wasn't. And I could go on and tell you the names. Now look. Somebody sent me a gift. Thank you. Appreciate that. When y'all hear the ding dong, somebody sent me a gift. I don't even know who sent that. I wasn't looking at the right time, but whoever sent that crown, I appreciate that. Thank you. I got 4 crowns out of 100. I appreciate that. Now look, is you saying this what you look like? Before the Spaniards came, is this what you say? This was our complexion. This is what we look like. We had the woolly hair. We had the locks. We had all this stuff. We had the big noses. We had everything. We were just like black people of Africa, because this looked like black people of Africa. They look like black people of Africa. Especially her. Especially her. We don't see y'all wearing that thing on y'all head. Y'all don't do that. Y'all do not do that. The locks, the noses, look at the nose, look at the face, look at the double chins. Look at them, all them on the ground with locks. Come on, man. And you sitting up here telling me this is you before they came? So this is so y'all must admit y'all mixed in with the Spaniards. So How many generations it took for you to stay yellow if this was you? Damn near white, almost passing. How many generations? That's what I want to know. Because if we're gonna talk about this, then that means if you are the Mayak, if you are the Yucatanians, if you are the Ptolemaians, if you are all these people, the Muy people, the people of Peru, and all this, if you are those people, then that bloodline is gone. You are a conquistador now. You're more conquistador than anything. That bloodline is gone. If I was an African and I have multiple generations of people mixing with the Arabian people or such, and I became like, if I started to look like y'all or a Latino or somebody, the modern person of today, that means my African bloodline is gone. I am more of the person, the invader, I am more of the invader bloodline than the African bloodline. And if I keep on mixing with the same people that is mixed with those people, I'm gonna become more and more and more and more like the invader. The complexion of the invader, the attitude of the invader, and all those things. You may say, yes, I got that bloodline. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But that's gone after the third generation. How many times do I gotta say that? So what are you today? Y'all really need to think before you speak.
Us to just forget who we were and take on the identification of Catholic
Spaniards,
ancestors, because
once they came here and they started baptizing people, they started changing their names and giving it. That's part of the paper genocide.
So that's why you see similar names like from Spain and like the Philippines, like people that have very similar names in the Philippines and like Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
All through.
You got those names from the Moors. So just stop it. You got the names from the Moors. It wasn't even white people. Y'all got that complexion because of the Moors. And you was the undesirables. That's what you was. And you mixed in a little bit with the original people of the land. And you mixed in a little bit with the Pacific Islanders, the oceanic people, Orientals, the true Orientals, the dark N-word Orientals. Not those Orientals of modern time today that stole the identity of these people, the original Orientals. And when I say the original Orientals, I gotta show you. Sorry, there's some of my beat making stuff that y'all see. The original Orientals. Where I got blacks from around the world. Here we go. When I say the Orientals, the original, it's the Orientals. Oriental means East Asia. East Asia. This is East Asia. We're not talking about China. We're not talking about Mongolia. We're talking about East Asia. We're talking about Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Singapore, the Filipinos, some other places. Javanese. We're talking about the original Asiatic people. That's why some of our people in America, melanated people amongst us, say, oh, we are the Asiatics. We are the Asiatics. You're not lying. You are the Asiatics because the Pacific Islanders came over here and mixed with us too during the time of us being prisoners of wars, even though we're prisoners of war today. But during those critical times of us being prisoners of war, during the time of slavery, we did intermingle with the Pacific Islanders. That's why some of us have that Asiatic looking eyes like myself. The sleepy eyes. What I call it. So it's more to our bloodline, y'all. We do have Pacific Islanders bloodline. I ain't gonna say everybody do. But if you look Asiatic by the eyes, You need to question your bloodline because you are American and you are Pacific Islander too. So we American and Asiatic. So I know I am. I claim the bloodline. And I know I got more bloodline. I don't even want to call it more bloodline because these people have a nationality. But I'm just calling for what the people know it today. I have more bloodline too, from Wales, from Scotland to France. I am a freaking Neo-Indian. I'm East Indies and I'm West Indies and I'm indigenous to the Japhetic world too. I'm indigenous to 3 different parts of this earth. I'm a new person. I am a new person. It don't matter. I can speak on the bloodline because it's in my bloodline and they all was melanated people. That's the beautiful thing about it. And some of y'all may have the same story as I do. All right. But yes, these are the melanated people, the Orientals. When y'all read these old books and see Oriental, and they call the Americans black or swarthy, and they compared them to the Orientals, this is who they was talking about. Not no Mongolians. This is who they was talking about. These people look like, these Orientals look more like us than Africans. If you're gonna compare any black person in America, compare them to the Orientals, because that's who we look like more than anybody, right? And the Orientals have many different phenotypes, many different. She look like one of my wife's people, just the cheekbone structure and everything. She Hinduan. That's a real Hindu. The Hindus you see today is the people from Mongolia. But these are the real Hindus. So when you think about Hindu literature, think about the real melanated ancient Hinduan people like this elder right here that we see. Right? Oh, the only person that is gullible is you that believe in modern history. So, mods, I think Los, you're a mod. I think I got several people. I think I got several mods out here. Get that it's K1N out of here. But look at them. Look like Chinese people, but they melanated. Southeast Asia. The Kaya girls. Oh, he a good person? He good? All right, cool. Because I just seen something negative. My bad. Well, if he gone, my bad. It is what it is. I thought he was calling us gullible, but who else he was calling gullible? I want to know who else he was calling gullible. But look at them. Modern photos of these people. These are modern photos of these people. I ain't going to be on this very long, but I just wanted y'all to see this. These are Asiatic people. Your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, your mama, your daddy. You might see somebody that look like somebody that you seen. This is a Polynesian girl. She like somebody I went to school with. Right? So like I said, if anything, we look more like the Pacific Islanders than anything. And this is a more. This is a more from the Pacific Islands. He's not even originally, his ancestors is not even originally from there. But that's a more. That's a more for the Philippines. All right? That's a more. A real more. All right? And we got to Papua New Guinea. See, look at his phenotype. Look at this man's phenotype. See that? The bone structure and all that. Look at that. Look at that. So you tell her our phenotype changes. We don't have just the same look. And his crown of feathers with his crescent around his neck. Look at that. Look at them. So this is the Orientals. So whenever we hear something about Orientals, East Asia or Asiatic people, Cambodia, a princess in Cambodia. I can't even really read it because it's pixelated on my end. It's probably not pixelated on your end, but it's pixelated on my end. But it looks like this is 1815. Colorized 1815, an enhanced photo of these Asiatic people. So yeah, we global people. We global. We global. Let me finish up these clowns.
We have to.
We have documents my elders have given me that show the original surnames of which we started, because our story is a little bit different than the Taino people. We were exiled from our original point of origin. We started in St. Vincent, and because we were phenotypically more African looking, we were exiled.
You heard him? We were more African looking. If you was more African looking, then it wasn't you. You claiming somebody else that wasn't you. That's not you. He told on himself right then and there. We were African looking and now we changed. If that's the case, all of us that's on this panel will look just like them, y'all. We will look just like them. Pure melanated now, like Lo said, it's pure melanated now. He just told on himself. I watched them talk to it and just, they're going to walk right past it like he ain't said that.
French, I would call them settlers, I guess, or something like that. But like you said, like we have documents my elders have given me that show the original surnames of which we started, because our story is a little bit different than the Taino people. We were exiled from our original point of origin. We started in St. Vincent, and because we were phenotypically more African looking, we were exiled from the islands into different parts of the
Caribbean. Because they couldn't pass you off as white, so they exiled you. Oh my God, that's crazy.
It wasn't really like trying to pass us off as white. They were trying to separate us from the people who look more Amerindian. So they didn't like the fact that we were mixing down there. So some did.
Thank you for the crown. I appreciate that.
St. Vincent,
Thank you.
For the most part, we were exiled for that very reason, and our genetics still tie back to those people who look more Amerindian and St. Vincent. You know, we're like on a 50 par with them. I got to look back at the genetics that they showed me, because I got documents of all this stuff. Like if I had my second device, I would just be pulling this stuff up so you can see for yourself. Yeah, like so once we got to other parts of the Caribbean, we also mixed back in with like African people, which gave us different surnames, you know, so you'll have people with like last names like Smith and stuff like that. Or you'll have like, and then like mixing in with like what they call the mestizo people of like certain areas, you'll get like Lopez. Like my family has Smith and Lopez, you know, so like different things like that happen.
So y'all heard it.
So
look at that.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Woo! It's getting hot in here. All this truth coming out. They're talking about people that wasn't even them, and he claiming to be these people that look African looking. But you ended up the way you look today. How many generations does it take for you to look the way you look today? Let's see. Let's look at black mixed with white. Black mixed with white. Let's look at that. Black mixed with white. Sorry. I typed that wrong. A black mixed with white person. They call them mulattoes. So, a black person mixed with white. Right? A black person mixed with white. Now, what happens? A black person mixed with white. That's not 300 or 400 generations. I mean, that's not 300 or 400 years of mixing. That's one generation. One. White mixed with black. One generation. Not 2 generations. Not 3 generations. We talk about 2 parents getting together, getting it on, and producing a child. Well, it's like being biracial. Look at them. All of them is biracial, mixed with white and black. Even her in the middle. Even her in the middle. How many generations? The reason I'm bringing this up is because is what this individual said. He talked about after 200 or 300 generations, this is how they became. No. It's not 2 or 3 generations, it's one. Now, let's look at somebody. What happens with 2 mixed people or a mixed person get it on with a white person? Drake's son, Adonis. Adonis. Come on now. Y'all could miss me with the cap. Because we can look at this today. This would be considered white passing. I'm sorry, let me move that. Let me move that chat so y'all can see that. Now look at that. We got a mixed person. Mixed. She probably another mixed too, or she might be fully white. Who knows? But this is what happens. Come on now. Y'all can stop. Y'all can stop. So I'm just letting you know what they speaking, all this shit they speaking, talking about some yeah, we like this because of this, and because mixed back in 200, 300, 400 years ago. No, sir, it takes one generation. It takes one.
Get
So if you look like this 300-400 generations down the line, I'm sorry, you are the original undesirable individual that came with the Moors. You are not from this land. That bloodline is gone if you was that person.
Catholic, like from Spain or Latino, Puerto Rico thing, our culture. You know, we have Puerto Rico.
Names of which we were exiled. So once we got to other parts of the Caribbean, we also mixed back in with like African people, which gave us different surnames, you know, so you'll have people with like last names like Smith and stuff like that. Or you'll have like, and then like mixing in with like what they call the mestizo people of like certain areas, you'll get like Lopez. My family has Smith and Lopez, you know, so like different things like that happen.
You think?
So, go ahead.
All right, so you go with your friends in the park.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the case of my Maya side, a lot of us like took Spanish surnames, like because of the whole Catholic Church thing, like they were explaining earlier.
Based on your religion, that they made you practice.
I believe the process is called Romanization. Isn't that what it's called when they like take a name and then make it into a a Spanish name or something like that? I don't know if
a lot of Catholic Christian beliefs.
Yeah, because we took the name Reyes, but I think going further, our name changes to something else. But that wouldn't be the name that we were Catholicized as, or what have you.
Gotcha. Man, it's very interesting. I just wish more people would care to look into it. I think they look at things as too black and white when it's really mixed up like this. And there's a lot of stuff that happened. And
They said all this shit without producing any type of proof at all. Just letting y'all know. A lot of conjecture, a lot of pathos, not logos, and not no ethos as well. Just a bunch of opinions. I mean, I would love to see a document to show your original name. Then show this baptism record of your name being changed. That would have been wonderful to see. But instead, y'all just gave us a bunch of conjecture. That's it. So y'all believe your own hype, you believe your own narrative, and you just go on ahead with it. Just like that woman when she said, in my eyes, I'm Native. So in your eyes. But your eyes is in reality because your blood speaks different.
The past to get you.
Because, so to be real, they're white. They're not, hey, peace, peace, peace. So I'm just going to be real. Y'all are Caucasian. You're Indo-Europeans. You're Europeans. All of you. You're just a yellow European. I'm just being upfront. For educational purposes only. No hate speech. None of that stuff. Just being honest and correcting misinformation.
Well, that's why I always encourage people, like, when they do their DNA, to start searching their genealogy, because DNA is just the start of it, right? It's just kind of an idea of where to start.
Look, you see how she trying to get away from DNA easily? Pay attention to her. Pay attention to her. DNA is just a starter so you can get an idea of where to look. I'm going to show you how that's capped after she finished speaking double standard, smart talk, how you say. They trying to get away from DNA and only speak about genealogy now. But just pay attention. It's a tactic. Yep. Listen to the psychological tactics. Psychological tactics.
Start searching their genealogy, because DNA is just the start of it, right? It's just kind of an idea of where to start searching for, like, paper documents for family and things like that, and going through your genealogy and seeing who's in your genealogy. And then figuring out, like, what cultures that they actually practice, because as people started coming over to the Americas, whether as
basically from our own mouth, genealogy matters more than DNA. They know DNA is capped. They know DNA is not tangible in court. They know DNA is fraudulent. But she said DNA is a good place to start. No, DNA test is a waste of money. Her main standpoints is genealogy, not DNA. Boy. And they just couldn't be real from the get-go. They just wanted to keep throwing DNA in our face and just completely undermine genealogy like we ain't talking about genealogy. Now here you are talking about genealogy. Why can't y'all just be real instead of trying to fight us? Know what I'm saying? That joint is crazy. I'm telling you, this is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Colonizers, immigrants, enslaved people, a lot of our, and then here in the Americas, we were forced to assimilate. So culture was being erased over and over and over again. A lot of people stopped practicing with their cultures and stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race.
Thank you.
Which is a social construct, right? So I always encourage anybody, regardless of what race, quote unquote, they are, to search out their genealogy and start looking at their cultures that their families came from, and start reconnecting back to those cultures and start learning about those cultures. And
The woman, she don't even got a culture herself. She can't even tell her one culture that she do. Start connecting with those cultures. Those cultures, genealogy, those cultures. How can you connect with a culture that you don't even practice? And how do you know that is your culture? Oh, genealogy. It showed me that I'm created this person. I connected this person. So this person is doing this. So therefore, that's my culture since they are doing this. Thank you. You don't connect with culture. Culture changes all the time. You do not connect with culture. Culture is learned after you learn who you are. Those people that is practicing culture today might not be practicing the culture of their ancestors. They might be doing a new thing because they despise the old teachings like a lot of our ancestors do today. You don't. I'm telling y'all now. Stop trying to connect with culture. Connect with genealogy. Learn the culture after. And see if that's what really your family was doing. Because our ancestors did some evil ass stuff too. And I'm not going to sit there and pass that off as, okay, yes, these are my ancestors. So I'm going to copy off everything they did. Our ancestors did some pretty evil things too. Like forsaking the woman. Leaving her off with the children and going to sleep with other women. There's a lot of stuff I seen in the ancient Choctaw, Rabbinot, Chuka peoples. I seen a lot of things that our ancestors have done that Indian tribes that I would not approve of today. Just because they're my ancestors. We had evil ancestors and we had good ancestors. We had ancestors that opposed practices and we had ancestors that liked the practices. We had ancestors that condone children, and some that oppose children, So you need to be careful of what ancestors you're trying to communicate with, and you need to be careful with what culture you're trying to connect with. And I'll be the first to tell you, just because it's your ancestor doesn't mean your ancestor was a good person. So do not connect with culture. See who the people is first. See who the nationality is. See what they did. Then see if you want to connect and vibe with it. Because you don't have to connect with culture. You can connect with love, peace, and all these other things with nature, the natural laws of the earth, and things like that. And continue that as your culture. Your culture is what you identify, what you want. Your culture is what you do today. There's no laws on culture and no certain steps on culture. You can make up a culture right now and say, this is the culture of my people, starting now. Come on now. Y'all better recognize, y'all better be real. Understand something, because you could be led astray just by BS like this. Let's go.
Like a lot of Catholic Christian beliefs.
Yeah, because we took the name Reyes, but I think going further, our name changes to something else. But that wouldn't be the name that we were Catholicized as.
Oh, skip back up to Brown Girl.
Have an idea of where to start searching for paper documents over to the Americas, whether as colonizers, immigrants, enslaved people. A lot of and then here in the Americas, we were forced to assimilate. So culture was being erased over and over and over again. A lot of people stopped practicing with their cultures and stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race.
I want to add to that. There's another reason why our people stopped doing their culture. I want to know what reason Native Americans stopped doing their culture, because it appears that you still have your culture today. So evidently, I'll say it. I don't care if you screen recording me or not. To me, you ain't really went through nothing because you still practicing. Pause. Here they go. They finna make all the videos. Naturalism said this. Oh, we got them. I don't care. You still got your culture, so you ain't went through nothing. You ain't went through no erasure. You ain't went through no inner side. Inner side. You did not. Screen record me, make the videos. I don't care. Because it's real. Because you still got it. You still get to pick up the peyote. You still get to make those teas that is illegal in the United States. You still get the bird feathers that we cannot pick up. You get to get an eagle and do God knows what with an eagle. Arrange marriages. Be polygamous. All these things that you define as your culture. To me, if you got them, you ain't went through nothing. And there's a huge community that got them, you ain't went through nothing. And you're lying. You're overhyping what you have went through. You lying. You overhyping what you had went through. Because as what I seen in those Indian schools, you only got smacked with a ruler on your hand. And our people was thrown into the lakes of Florida with those beasts. And you say what you went through was greater? Out of here. I'd rather get smacked on a ruler than getting thrown in a river. I'd rather sit up here and learn English than get thrown in a river with those beasts. And you talk, boy. Let me calm down before I end up getting myself in trouble. See, my wife's trying to make me change the frequency. Trying to make it turn to 432, huh? But other than that, like I'm saying, let me chill out. But what I'm saying is, the stuff y'all saying that y'all went through in these Indian schools ain't nothing compared to what we went through. You may say, oh, your children been kidnapped, but look, our children's being taken today. Their melanin is being put in computer chips and batteries and all types of things. It might be in AI. It might be our children talking through AI. You never know. They got probably some machine taking their soul. Who knows what they got today? And our children is always the experiment. Thank you for the crown. So it's just crazy to me. It just blows my mind. Now, how they could just talk like this, walk like this, and just turn a blind eye. I ain't no Olympics game. I'll throw it in your face, let you blast me over TikTok, and make me go up there on them people channels, and I'll smash them down too. It don't matter. This is a different time we in. We ain't trying to play no games with nobody. This facts over fiction.
Which is a social construct, right? To assimilate. So culture was being erased over and over and over.
Oh, that's what I want to say. The reason our people didn't practice their culture because Walter Plecker was causing our women, our grandparents, and also men to be placed in prison and also unalived if they claim to be Indians or practice their culture. What she said, yes, they was taking away our culture and all those things. Ma'am, no, that wasn't you. Look at what just happened in 1910, 1924, where black people sitting up there calling themselves, not Africans, calling themselves American Indians, sacrificing the sheep and the billy goat, doing all these things. And here come the government. No, sir, you do this, you will go to jail. We're going to take your land grabs, all types of stuff. The only way you can vote, you got to stop calling yourself Indian and call yourself African or black or N-word. It happened. They don't want to talk about those things. So how your culture being taken away when you ain't really went through the real thing? When they had the white and black fountain, the Native Americans was sipping at the white fountain. So how were you going through anything where you was ripping the benefits? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Stopped practicing with their cultures and stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race, which is a social construct, right? So I always encourage anybody, regardless of what race, quote unquote, they are, to search out their genealogy and start.
Wait a minute. Bring that back again. Did I just hear that right?
To search out their stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race, which is a social construct, right?
Wait, what?
People,
is she set tripping right now? Hold on.
A lot of and then here in the Americas, we were forced to assimilate. So culture was being erased over and over and over again. A lot of people stopped practicing with their cultures and stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race, which is a social construct, right?
How many videos she made about me and called me black? How many videos she made about me and called me African? How many? And she just said it's a social construct. It's a misnomer. And then she turned around and say, we need to stop identifying with these constructs. But she made several videos and called me black and African. Oh my God. Oh my God. The double standard. The lies. Brown Girl Pride is a liar and a hypocrite. I swear to God, if she come to me and be like, I never called you black, I never called you African. We got everything say. Everybody know what you say. Bro, Agent of Chaos, your tactics is failing. And if anybody entertain you, man, I'm cutting you off. I swear, man.
So I always encourage anybody, regardless of what.
Right, bring it back a little bit. So when she says she encouraged anybody.
Right. So I always encourage anybody to assimilate. So culture was being erased over and over and over again. A lot of people stopped practicing with their cultures and stopped identifying with their cultures and started identifying with race, which is a social construct, right? So I always encourage anybody, regardless of what race, quote unquote, they are, to search out their genealogy and start looking at their cultures that their families came from and start reconnecting back to those cultures and start learning about those cultures and teaching yourself and getting with the people from those cultures to help you learn and give you more of a sense of who you are culturally versus just based off of phenotypes.
Right.
I'm gonna end that damn video. Cause the more I listen to it, the angrier I would get. Because how many times we posted our genealogy? How many times we claimed our nationality? How many times our people went out to black reservations and connected? How many times? How many times? It's making me real pissed off. I swear to God, it's making me pissed off right now. Because you sit up here saying this shit behind the scenes. But meanwhile, you out behind the scenes, you out here calling folks black, N-words, all this other stuff, Africans, pretendians, wabos, all this other mess. And now on this man live, you're gonna sit up and say, no matter what nationality or complexion or whatever you identify as, you don't need to call yourself black. You don't need to call yourself these racial constructs. You don't need to worry about phenotypes. You need to worry about your genealogy and connect with the culture of that genealogy. What the hell we been doing for the past 2-3 years? What the hell we been doing? And now all of a sudden, it's a tone, it's a change of voice. As if we ain't been saying this. Boy, I hate it so much. I ain't gonna stay on that long because I don't want this to be a negative live. I don't want it to be a negative live. I don't want it to be that. So we're gonna continue on. Just know we got the receipt. Like brother said, we got the receipts, and y'all got the receipts on her. So wherever y'all see her, and she start talking about this Indian business, you bring this up. And you say, you remember when you said this to me? You remember when you said this to me? You remember when you said that to me? But you remember when you was on this dude live and you said this? What's up with that? Oh, so it's just different since you don't like me. Huh? So I guess it's just different since you don't like me. So F the truth since you don't like me, huh? Okay, it's cool. Ooh, my bad. Can't show that. Some rock titties. Can't show that. Right here. Where are the historic all native towns? But we got Indian towns. Shout out the brother that duetted this video. Shout out to you. Let's go. Tears. Why is those native? Why is it black people getting off the train doing the Trail of Tears? Where are the natives? Where are you? Because you was already over there. You didn't left from no side of the Mississippi. You came over here. You've been on the West Coast. You wasn't the one getting out them trains. It was black people that lost their land and went to Oklahoma because they didn't want to be classified as the N-word. It was never about you. Let's go. Let's look at Oklahoma again. All this is Oklahoma. These are black people in Oklahoma in 18-something. Some Louisiana style type stuff popping off. Ain't that like when they up and down in New Orleans with the trumpets and the trombones and all that stuff? Look at that. Popping off in Oklahoma. Let me find out folks from Louisiana. Look at that. You seen the instruments? That be popping off in Louisiana. That be popping off in Memphis. And now it's in Oklahoma. What? Look at that again. You see? They got the instruments. They playing instruments. They got the drums. It's like a little parade. Hold on. I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I got that video. Shout out to the brother that posted it. Let's go. We got more to show. It's 1:28 my time.
Walter Plecker. CIA unclassified documents.
And Walter Plecker reclassification, and it says
on YouTube.
Is this Los? Shout out Los. This Los video right here. I had to get the download. Let's go. David style.
Walter Plecker. CIA unclassified documents.
And Walter Plecker reclassification, and it says
on
top
YouTube.
To bottom, hang in there, yes, get it. Categories, white and colored. The colored category was subdivided into free and slave. In the 1920s, when Walter Plecker and his friends got the Racial Integrity Act passed, colored had been defined as Negro, Booker said. Indians who had been considered colored now were considered to be black. He could change records, and he did, Booker said. If anyone came in and said, I'm Indian, Plecker could said, your grandfather was free Negro, so you're a Negro. That sounds familiar, right? Okay. Actually, the grandfather wasn't listed as Negro at all, but as colored free. Plecker browbeat local registers into changing records.
He made a list of surnames of people who claim to be Indian. He browbeat hospitals. We know who these people are. You know who they are. Hospitals learn not to record these family names as Indian. What? What this is documentary genocide. You only died on paper.
Like I was telling everybody else, I'm gonna continue the video. No Indian. No Indian. I told my wife this, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday. No Indian was genocide in America. No tribe was begun or whatever. I can't say that other word. The E word. They all here. Nobody didn't become unalive from diseases because we was clean people. There's no way we could have contained smallpox. Because we were clean, vegan, alkaline, electrified beings. There's no way we could have contained those diseases that can only be attained from uncleanliness. No way possible. So, y'all see, only through paper genocide. Once you became an N-word, you was unalive. Legally.
You only died on paper. Well, I'll clip this, make a video. I'm gonna make a video to this. I'm gonna post it on my main page though. I just gotta, I gotta bring my class. I gotta present.
Is this from a live? Oh, I thought this was a regular video.
Shout out to everybody.
So I downloaded a video from your live.
I'm gonna post this shit for everybody else to see it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, this from a live.
Let me catch up in the comments real quick.
Yeah, it's from a live. Okay. Yeah, shout out Losi. I didn't even know that was from a live. I thought that was a real video. All right, let's go.
What I realized?
Shout out Big Prayer. Let's go.
You know what I realized? Everyone's doing what they supposed to be doing. It's for entertainment purposes.
See, this video was interesting to me. I was gonna do a video about this too, but somebody beat me to it. But let's go.
What I realized? Everyone's doing what they supposed to be doing. It's for entertainment purposes only. Everything I'm getting ready to say is a fabricated lie. I'll jump into this book right here. You already know. Period. Most of the women tattoo themselves. On the Siberian shore, the women often have lines tattooed across the forehead, nose, and chin. Also 2 or 3 lines on the cheeks, beside the bracelets and fancy patterns, the whole length of their arms. Y'all don't need no books. All you need is your eyes. Like I said, peace and love, guys. You know what I realized?
Like I said, I was going to do a video on it, but she beat me to it. But, oh my God, I really don't want to play the next one because this guy face who gave me a follow. Appreciate that. Thank you. I really don't even want to play this next guy because the dude faces in here because he always be taking people's stuff, right? But I got to play it for the sake of his video. So just never mind the person face you see because my bridge is burnt with this guy.
God combo.
It's not a God combo because he ain't spitting no shit in this. He just taking people's shit. Let's go. Shout out God King Joshua for this video.
I'm so sick and tired of you European Americans thinking it's okay to dress up as Native Americans.
Are you serious?
Hold on, wait a minute. Dude, ugly ass out of here, man. Look. So she's sick of herself dressing up. I just want to put that out there. Let's go.
Serious. Are you serious? This is literally the exact same thing you and your people do today. You guys are obviously Asians who are playing make-believe and pretending to be the original people of this land. Your whole identity is stolen. And not only that, you have the nerve to disrespect the actual indigenous people of this land.
Oh my God, get out the fucking camera.
Hate on the Caucasians when the Caucasians are literally the only reason you're considered native. The Caucasians gave you your government ID cards. The Caucasians gave you the land you live on. The Caucasians gave you the name Native American. Be grateful. There's literally no difference between you and this girl right here in the black hair. So get up off your high horse and realize you are just as fake as they are. Peace to the gods.
You too, Earth Speaks, because you are Caucasian too. Why you putting this? That's an irony, because I don't give a damn. My bridge is burned. His mom white, dad black. I don't know where the hell's dad from. It's crazy that he fucking duetted that video. He's talking about Europeans when you have European blood. That's crazy to me. But it's crazy how the Most High worked on it. It's funny once you have a knowledge and know, but it's funny. Those of y'all that's his fans, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Peace and love.
Where I was just either blocked or muted, for asking these questions.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this part because I tried my best to get in this goddamn live, and he would not let me in this live for nothing. Yeah, he will not let me in this live for nothing. Here we go.
Where I was just either blocked or muted, for asking these questions or for asking, okay, tell me where I can find the information, where is the data? And they just switch the conversation to something else, switch, and they never answer the question.
Yeah, a lot of people are just like, they're looking up at like, how do you say, like mythological books, like books that are created from like people that essentially are like non-correlative books that have no evidence, right? And now they're saying, look, there were dark people back in the 15 and 16 and 1800s. Well, you guys know the colonization started in the 1400s, right? So, and that's the problem with the American education.
Can we say ass? Can we just say you ass? Because he just called books like, hold on, let's minimize this. He called books like this mythical. So this is a mythical book, huh? That's a mythical book. Books that says the Indians are black are mythical books. The Conquest of the Continent by Madison Grant. The American Nations or Outlines of a National History of the Ancient and Modern Nations of North and South America. It's a mythical book, not a history book. The ancient cities of the New World being travels and explorations in Mexico and Central America from 1857 through 1882 by Desiree. Oh, that's not Desire. My Desire. Charney. 1887 is a mythical book, even though it's a history book. I'm just showing you this is how these people think. An English Gardner, or Voyages and Travels mainly during the 16th to 17th century, Volume 1, 1903. It's a history book. A mythical book, according to Native Americans. The History of Hernando de Soto in Florida, or Records of the Events in the 56 years from 1512 to 1568 by Bernard Shipp, 1881. I guess that's a mythical book too. I'm not gonna sit here and go through all my mythical books. Sissy said it's a mythical book. All books that talks about black idiots are mythical books, according to Dr. Richard.
Education system is that people keep 17 and 16 and 1800s. Well, you guys know.
Oh, y'all trying to get the screenshot? Oh no, I ain't giving you all the sauce. I'm not giving you all the sauce. You're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait.
They're saying, look, there were dark people back in the 15 and 16 and 1800s. Well, you guys know the colonization started in the 1400s, right? So, and that's the problem with the American education system is that people keep saying, oh, look, I looked into history. They were really dark back then in the 1500s. Of course, because that's when slavery started in the 14 and 1500s. And
he just made himself look like a complete ass with that damn statement he just made. Yes, they were dark because slavery was taking place, as if there were no white people and Arabic or Chinese or Japanese slaves. So all slaves was just black people, according to him. And they gave a description of black people. So when they came over here, before they started capturing people and gave a description of people, oh yeah, they were black because it was slavery time. That was the reason. That logically don't make sense. Y'all, look at the bottom. I sent a request to come up on the panel. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, here I'm at 20. Look, I'm at 20k likes. 20k likes. I appreciate that. But they don't believe there were no black people, melanated people, brown people, because they're not brown. At that time, they're not calling themselves brown. They're yellow. But look, he's saying there were no descendants here in America whatsoever. Appreciate the weights, real fat bass. Base, my bad. I appreciate that, man.
But
that's crazy.
If you ask them, Legal Z, if you ask them to look, how long do you have a history of your family being here for 1,000 years? They're gonna be like, oh shit, no, I don't have that. And that's only 1,000 years. I mean, natives have been in the Americans for thousands and thousands that we can prove.
Thousands.
Prove it. Prove it. We prove it. I will set up a debate with a native. I will set up a debate with a native, and if he win, I will give him $100 to prove you've been here for thousands of years. Prove that. I want to see that. I want to see the I want to see the artifact. I want to see the fossil remains. I want to see everything here that proves you've been here. I want to see old sources. If we want to stick with modern sources, I want to see modern fossils of you that predates 16,000 years, that predates 20,000 years. If y'all been here since the beginning, I want to see that damn fossil of you. I want to see it. And it better say these was the Native Americans of modern times. I want to see something like that. I'll give you $100 if you can prove that to me.
Yeah. So it's like you're saying that you can only prove the 1600s. That's nothing to us. That's not even colonization.
Boy, y'all can't even make it past the 1900s. Talking about something that's nothing to us. Y'all can't even make it to the 1900s when it comes down to records. I mean, past the 1900s. If you make it past the 1900s, you can't even make it past 1870. You can't make it past 1860. I guarantee you can't. Sit up here lying. I swear they just be speaking out their ass, bro. I swear. They say all this, yet they never produce any documents to prove it. They never show us nothing to prove they've been here for 1,000-something years. They just be on here just blah, 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 blah. And here we are pulling out books, pulling out fossils, pulling out geological things, pulling out anthropology things, every type of thing. We're pulling out, proving our claims, and here they are. They're just yelling pseudo, 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 pseudo. That's all they keep yelling without proving anything.
Colonization started in the 1400s.
Yeah, and maps.
Yeah, and it's become a thing about
Look, y'all see that?
where the fact
Y'all see that? Guest request. Y'all see me, right? I couldn't take that shit no more. I couldn't take it no more. I could not take it. Him and his 39 viewers, I could not take it. I had to come up there and correct him. But he would not let me up.
have been muddied and the waters are just all muddied and it's just
He seen my request. But he don't let me up. He don't let me up. But instead, he let this guy up. He let this dude up. Right? He gonna let somebody else up, but not me. So we got people. Ooh, let's not show his profile. We got people. We got Kunitos talking down on us when they're part Japanese. Some of y'all may know this cat. Some of y'all don't know him. But I challenged him and he blocked me. Why do they do this? They talk about us. They name call. They belittle us. They belittle our literature. Everything they produce, they belittle it. But when it's the moment of truth, hey, I want to challenge you on this. You got the following. So let us go ahead and sort out our differences and talk about this. Block. What you scared of? I'm just trying to see what you're scared of. So let's play.
As God is my witness, I'm getting really sick and tired of these fucking wobbles.
Hey, sweetie.
First of all, don't call me sweetie. I don't know you. And quite frankly, I don't want to be sweet towards you.
Well, I don't swear that I'm original. I know that I'm original, my heart and soul, and because I listen to my elders and not the colonizers.
Well, you sure is acting like a fucking colonizer because quite frankly, you and these other wobbles feel the need to actually take away from these people's cultures and try to make it y'all own. But it's not. And if you know you're the original, then how are you Native American? Please post your DNA test. And please, what's your enrollment number?
Why they keep talking about DNA tests when the courts don't even recognize DNA tests to even prove that you are American Indians? Yeah, he real spicy. He's spicy and zesty. He mad. Thank you for the follow. I like the ding dong. Y'all hear it. I appreciate that.
What's your tribe and how the fuck are you indigenous?
Your enrollment number. He said, where's your identification card? Like a Roman. Like that proves that you are original people, as if the colonizers don't have Indian cards. As if somebody from Hindustan can come over here and get an Indian card. As if a Mexican can come from Mexico and get an Indian card. As if somebody from Arabia can come over here and don't get an Indian card. Everybody can come over here and get an Indian card. That doesn't prove that you're original to this land. They've been doing this for 100 years now. Giving just Indian card bargain sale. You get a card. You get a card. Oh, you're black. No, you don't get one. You get a card. You get a card. Everybody get a card. Except black people. That's that Oprah stuff. Everybody get one except black people. And he making that seem like that's the pinnacle to show proof that you are Indian. Come on now.
This is a painting of Captain James Cook about to be, well, let's just say that it didn't end too well for him at the hands of the original Hawaiians, the people depicted in this painting here. As you can see.
That is the original Hawaiians. He is a descendant of a Japanese individual. I can go to his Instagram, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to get taken down. But his father, his grandparents on his father's side, they are real Japanese people. They're Japanese people that moved to Hawaii that claim to be the indigenous people of Hawaii. My wife got the information about those Japanese people that came to Hawaii. But he is a real descendant. That hatred is in his heart because he is one. He's a melanated Japanese individual mixed with us. And you see that hatred coming out. All skin folk ain't kin folk. There it is.
They are melanin dominant Afro people, just like every other Aboriginal group of humans on this planet. And this is a portrait of the first ruler of Hawaii. Now, I do not know how to pronounce his name, and I'm not going to try to because I'm definitely going to butcher it, and I do not want to be disrespectful, but you get the point.
First of all, it's pronounced Hawaii, or the long name Hawaii Nui Akea. And secondly, pictures and paintings from the archives of Google do not prove that we are black. You can pretty much find these paintings everywhere, including the Hawaii museums, and they still won't prove that Native Hawaiians are black.
Now, the people of Hawaii who are claiming...
This woman just gave proof, and this man gave an opinion. This is the mindset of these people. They don't prove nothing. They're just giving an opinion as if, yeah, my word is facts. Trust me, bro. She just gave real photos from a museum of Hawaii. You're getting too zesty. He got too zesty. I know my screen. I know it froze up because I see it on my phone. But he got too zesty. He started saying the B word. He got too zesty. I can't play the rest of that unless I can skip it.
Original Hawaiians, they are not Asian, but original Hawaiian.
Just to replace the original Hawaiians.
First of all,
y'all see it. I'm gonna skip that part.
No Hawaiians. There's no original in general because I don't know what the fuck is original. Secondly, the Hawaiians of today are not Asian, but mixed. He
just really cut himself. The Hawaiians today are not Asian, but mixed. Then he points to an Asian. Oh my God. Like I said, the mindsets of these people is crazy, man. It's crazy. He better be glad he blocked me. He blocked me for a good reason. He would have been calling me all types of B's and MFs and all types of stuff. Cause this boy, I could really irk somebody's nerves if I really wanted to. This man pointed at an Asian and said,
"This is a Hawaiian. This is a Hawaiian. This is a Hawaiian. These are Hawaiians."
Boy, hold up. Let's go all the way back and look at who he pointed as Hawaiians.
A Hawaiian. This is a Hawaiian.
Now you can see the woolliness of his beard, right? You know he mixed one of us. You can see the woolliness of his beard. What really gets me, he pointed at that's an Asian.
A Hawaiian.
That is Seth Rogen. That is that girl from Nickelodeon or somewhere. He pointed at so many different nationalities on that little place that said these are Hawaiian. That's a Hawaiian. That's a Hawaiian. That's a Hawaiian. They became Hawaiians because they live there, not because they are original there. Different phenotypes. And he's European descendant. The one he pointed at. My God. Where do they make these people?
These are Hawaiians. This is another Hawaiian.
I can't even see his face, but by his cheekbones and chin, I know that's Asian. I can tell.
Even though it's not showing his face, I don't know why. The man in the middle, which is my grandfather.
There you go. There we go. The man in the middle.
There is Hawaiian. Not showing his face, I don't know why.
The man in the middle is his grandfather. Do you see where the hatred comes from? Oh yeah, Los, he fresh. You second generation, my boy. From Asians. Look. Do you see why he's so hostile? Why he's so mad? My God. Where the Somalians? Where the Somalians at? Because the Somalians, they would tell him. They would tell him that they was originally melanated people and they came from Japan. They would tell him, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with these new kids, bro? Tia said, Lord have mercy.
The man in the middle, which is my grandfather, is Hawaiian. This is a Hawaiian, even though she was white passing.
What the Hold up. That is Queen Elizabeth's great cousin. Everybody's Hawaiian except black people. You said what now? You said what now? You said what now? Can I get a what now? Man. Bro, like I said, this is crazy.
This is a Hawaiian, even though she was white passing.
Even though she was white. She got blood hair, pale skin, blue eyes, and we call it white hair.
This is a Hawaiian. These are Hawaiians. These are Hawaiians.
My God. And he got on the Buddhist beads. Asiatic, bro. Asiatic.
But these two are Maori. He was Hawaiian.
He was Hawaiian. What happened to him? Hold on. He said he was Hawaiian. What is he now?
These are Hawaiians, but these two are Maori. He was Hawaiian.
He was Hawaiian.
And this is a Hawaiian. Oh, and one more. Hawaiian.
He just pointed at different people, fair-skinned people, and called them all Hawaiian. Morris, if this isn't a product of your creation, I don't know what the hell is, because this is the caste system that you passed down and created. And this is the product of it today. My God. What have we done? What have we done? Where are we now? Where are we? And he can't be serious. I know he's not serious. You can't be serious. Oh my God, he is serious. His face, it says it all. Boy, he giving me that death row stare.
You are not half black. You are half American Indian and half Hawaiian. Peace.
There you go. You are half American Indian. She said half Hawaiian. You are half American Indian and half Japanese. That's what you is.
Brother.
First of all, bitch, don't call me brother.
But
because we're not related and I'm not your bloodline either. I'm not your brother enough.
Let's get out of here. I don't want to hear all the zestiness. He's finna go in.
Like, I wouldn't even be engaging with them if they wouldn't be so vocal about erasing our indigenous community through this platform. Like, we have so many other topics to talk about that are so important to our communities. We're simply, trying to build a community that's going to stand against that level of erasure and ignorance.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even want to listen to this guy. I'm gonna say that for another live. We finna get into something else real quick.
Who you getting it from? Who you getting it from? You ain't getting it from nobody.
Down to the motherfucking master.
You ain't no master, sweetie. You ain't no master.
Brown girl probably.
You ain't no master. And with that,
you
already said. We already know. So I already know you're not gonna keep my name out your mouth. I already know that that's not what you're gonna do.
You think we all broke?
At this point,
You think we all broke? And
nobody
Look at her face.
care about your
Look at her face.
And that we
nobody
don't
all
get nothing
broke,
for free.
and we all on
You
welfare.
ain't getting nothing for free. I don't
and
care
that
about how
we-
fucking much money.
That's
You know what you're gonna spend that money on?
What you think,
You know
bitch.
what you're gonna
That's
spend
what
money
you
on?
think, ho.
You
That's
gotta
what
go
you
buy
think,
land. It
bitch.
ain't gonna give it to you.
Let's cut it out because I don't want that. I don't want TikTok to get me down for that. I don't want them to get me. I don't want them to get me. Now check this one out. I forgot to pay this in my last live on YouTube. It's downloading right now. Y'all gonna have to catch the live. When I talked about this guy right here, him right there, y'all need to go to my YouTube live and watch that one because the boy, I went in on him. I'm waiting for this to finish downloading real quick. But this one is with Mr. Edward, Mojo Jojo, Lou, and LMB, and some other person. Watch this.
He really thinks he's a smart person because he has a little bit of vocab.
He talking about me. He talking about me. How they gonna talk about me and never bring me in their lives?
He really thinks he's a smart person because he has a little bit of vocabulary to him.
He can't even read.
He said I can't read. There's some words I can't pronounce, but I could damn sure read. I could understand perfectly.
This guy has this guy has proven to everybody that he's West African and is still saying that he's Native American with the 0.1% Native blood in him.
Yeah, so Port City Vibes, got him on a Zoom call, and he's like, all right, man, I want to see your DNA. He's like, oh, okay, this is my DNA for all of Africa. Add it up, 91%. He's like, all right, now show me your native DNA. He's like, oh, okay, South American, 1%, and
First of all, in that debate, he didn't ask me, show me your American DNA. If y'all just go to my YouTube and watch the damn debate. That was the beginning of the debate. His first thing he wanted to ask me was, what was my DNA results? I gave it to him. Then I showed him how the courts don't recognize it. Then I showed him how DNA testing is fraudulent. I showed him multiple sources from books, from scientific articles, from scientific journals, from scientific studies. Show you that DNA testing is fake in entertainment purposes. And they just skip all over that. Like, it's dumb. That's why I don't even know why they even bringing that up. But it's good.
North American, 1%. Well, no, it says less than 1%. Motherfucker, what? He's got like 1.2% Native American, and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking Native. But you got 91% African. So if that's the case, then I've checked my DNA. I've got 48%, indigenous to Mexico, which is Coahuila. That's how I found out that my tribe was Coahuiteca.
Y'all know he fucking count, right? Because DNA tests don't tell you what damn tribe you are in Mexico. So you're 48% Mexican, and what's the other one? Ain't no such thing as I'm 48% Mexico. I'm 48% Mexico. So you're 48% mixed? And I found out my tribe. I'm telling you, these people don't want to see me in a dialogue. I swear to God, they don't. Because I would step on their toes so goddamn bad. I would destroy their ideologies right before them. I would destroy their beliefs right in front of them. And they I'm showing you the way how they talk. I'm showing you how they discuss them amongst each other. They really believe what they say. He said, that's how I found out my tribe through the DNA results. When Ancestry and 23andMe and all these other companies literally came out and said, we cannot tell you your tribe. They literally came out and said, we cannot tell you your tribe. But you're going to sit here and bluntly lie in front of everybody and say, I got my tribe from Mexico. I'm from the Mexicas. The same crap that Red Rose claiming. You're a whole European boy.
And I have all these other small percentages that come.
Small percentages. That's more than 48%. That's more than 50%. Even though I don't agree with DNA tests, because I know what the heck you is. I already know what you is. And I don't need no DNA test to even tell me what the hell you is. Because DNA test is not even real.
Come from Morocco. They come from Congo. You know, I'm like, bro, like
this man say he from Morocco and Congo.
I'm fucking black. Like that's me. I'm black now. You know, like I'm gonna like forget about everything else. I am hardcore black now. Like, man, no wonder I don't give a shit.
And then he just turned around and being racist as if us as a people just don't care about stuff. I don't know how many times I said that this man got to go. He beyond borderline, he got to go. Literally. He got to go. Authorities, ICE. Yeah, he is a terrorist. ICE need to come in and get him, deport him. He got to go. Back to Russia. Back to Europe. Somewhere. Because that boy, racism. Whoo.
Yeah, no, fucking Opium was telling me earlier.
Opium. Listen, Opium.
Yeah, no, fucking Opium was telling me earlier, man. He goes, you're Cuban, right? I was like, yeah. He goes, all right, so from Taino to Taino, let me tell you something. I was like, hold up. I'm not Taino. I got a full panel of colonizer blood. I got Portuguese, I got Spaniard.
That sound like Chief Smoke a lot. I don't even see him. Q. Is that Q? Who the freak? Who is Q? Is that Chief Smoke a lot? Cuba Talks. I don't know who that is. He sound like Chief Smoke a lot.
African, I got all kinds of shit. I'm not Taino. He's like, yes, you are. I'm like, well, hold on. So now you're
I don't believe
me about what I am? What? Like, bro, just because you want to be Taino doesn't mean that I think I'm Taino too.
Yeah, he lying. We got at this point. We need sources. We need screen recordings. We need something from them because they just borderline. They lie about everything now.
This is the same guy that says his people come from Staten Island and his DNA is a trail of tears and he's a Virginian.
Talking about opium.
It was hilarious when he said that. He was like, my DNA comes from the blood, from the Trail of Tears. I'm like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah, this guy in this is still in the comments, and he's pissing me off.
Let me deal with them.
The one that I find funny in the comments is Styles MH4QC. He must be my stalker because he is straight up like just making comments about me.
Because you're a racist.
It's LMB, not IMB. Get it right.
Woke. If you don't get in the box and let me cook you alive again, I swear to God, that's the only reason you ain't been muted yet, because I want you to come up here so I can embarrass you again for the second time today.
You ain't gonna embarrass nobody.
His ass up. I got some guacamole ready for his ass.
Boy, he's zesty too. He a little zesty too.
He canceled my last invite. Hold on.
Are you going to be a coward, Woke, or are you going to come up here?
Yeah, he's too busy to come up here, but he can stay in the comments though, right?
He's gonna go up there and take all of.
There he goes again.
He wants to run. It's fine. We'll all be here.
Oh.
Edward can't handle
Trying
nobody.
to base almost his entire ideology on what he's heard about the quote-unquote emerald tablets.
Yeah, that was funny.
The emerald
Oh,
tablets.
you were there for that? You were there for that debate? Oh, so you heard me cook him. Okay. So I'm not just to verify, I'm not making this shit up. That boy got embarrassed.
I was telling him that in the comments before I came up here. I'm like, bro, he ain't.
Again, I'm just playing it so y'all can hear how they talk and lie amongst one another. Because they don't cook no one. LMB don't talk to no one. Edward is a coward. He don't talk to no one either. Neither one of these people do not converse with neither one of us. So we try to, I'm sitting here trying to think, when and where and how did we talk to you? And how did you prove us wrong on anything? And what type of information did you produce in my face while we're dialoguing to prove us wrong or to prove me wrong? And I think real hard on it. I'll be like, and face none of our brothers and sisters. Thank you for the follow. None of you people haven't stood up to the plate and faced none of us at all. So y'all can stop the cap. Y'all can really stop. Until that day, dang, Edward, do you got a dent in your forehead? I'm just not looking at that. It's like a horn. But anyway, Mr. Eminem and the dude with the dent in his forehead and whoever Q is, shoot, the panel is always open for y'all to come up and challenge. Anytime, any day. And we want to see this cooking. We want to see this cooking. Because we've been home. So that's why I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to show this thing of what's been going on. And if there's anything that y'all want me to talk about or to show, send it to me in my DM. You can send it to me on my Instagram. You can send the whole video to my Instagram or send me the link to the place that you want me to view in my lives. Give you a shout out. You could duet it and just let me know. I'm telling you it again. Anything you want me to show in my lives, mainly a live like this, and you want me to show to the audience, bring awareness to it, either send it to my Instagram. My Instagram is in my bio. Or send it to my DM on TikTok. And I can go over it and show the world. But today it was just a slideshow of videos. Tomorrow, if I go live, I'm going to be going over knowledge and understanding and things like that. Because it's late. It's like 2 something in the morning. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 or 4 or 12, wherever you at right now. So I'm going to end this live. I appreciate y'all for, hold on, turn this off. Turn my music on. Hey, I love the way I did. I love this studio. I love this studio stuff. Yeah, I love the studio. How you could just play the music. It's cool. It's real cool. This real cool right here. Reminds me just like of reminds me of YouTube OBS. So like I said, anything y'all want me to show, let me know and I'm put it up on my next live. What did you get for that setup, bro? I just kept my account in good standing. That's all I did. If y'all want to do TikTok live, TikTok studio, just keep your account in good standing. I say take a break from TikTok. That's really the way how I got it. I just took a break. I took a break for going on live on my channel. I went live on a couple of other people's channels and I kept my words limited. Know what I'm saying? But that's how you can get it. Just be in good standing and you will be able to do the TikTok studio. Man, it's a lot of stuff I get to do in here. I can show images, I can show videos. Got multi guests. Like I said, I can bring anybody in. For example, Naturalista. I could bring in Natural Lee stuff for one. I don't even know if she's there or not. I'm just
Oh,
testing.
that's cool.
And I could bring up who else I see. I gotta invite you in. You
This
can't
was
send me
great
nothing.
live, Lord Natural. You did a great live. This is good.
And
I
I'll
enjoyed
bring up
the
Dave.
learning portion of it, and like just you just showing them the contradiction of what they were saying. That was good.
I appreciate that, wife. Well, I've seen.
Real good. Your live looking real good. I thought we was on YouTube for a second.
Appreciate that. Anybody else want to come in and talk? Oh
It's
yeah,
giving,
next time. And next
it's
time,
giving, I know it's giving Lord Natural, but in a way it's giving Dane Calloway in a way. But I'm just saying, I know you ain't him, and he his own person, you your own person, but it's just that's what it's looking like right now. Like you got your whole little podcast going on.
almost definitely. I appreciate that. I mean, that's good. That's good. It don't matter if it's you comparing it. It's still good. But dang, how he put out good content too. But the setup, yeah, this a real nice setup. It's actually better than OBS in YouTube's. Cause I got the chat popping off on two sides. I mean, I could pull up a lot of stuff on here. Hold on. I want to see if I can bring somebody else up. David,
Can't wait till we bring tag team this information and bring this information out. Like I'm just ready for this because
we can do that tomorrow. Cause tomorrow that's what I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna open the books up and show the stuff. So actually, how we're gonna do it is you're gonna send it to Telegram. You're gonna have a separate Telegram.
Okay.
And any screenshot you want me to put on the screen, I will pull it up there. You have to put it in order. And I'll do it like that.
So, shout out to Tia, Guided Tia. If y'all not following her, follow her now. She's having a live Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you Eastern Standard Time, I think that's what is it, 11 or 9? I don't know. Pacific Time. Shout out to Lowe's. I think he go live like every day, in the mornings, in the evenings sometimes. Opium, he was going live at one point. Shout out to Opium. Who else out there?
We got Real Fat Bass. I mean, I keep saying Bass. Bass.
That's what he said, Real Fat Bass.
That's what you say?
Like the fish, the bass.
I keep thinking Bass.
I hope he
Shout
can
out, bro.
finish
Hold on,
too.
let me bring him up here. I ain't really have him up here. If you want, come up here, bro.
Period. We appreciate y'all. We all building together. I love all the information that y'all put out. Can't stop, won't stop. Period.
That's right. That's right. Check out me some more. Yeah, well done. What's up, Bass?
Bass.
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 My man.
That's why I put the profile picture of a fish so people know how to read it.
I barely can't hear you, man. You sound real low.
The music playing.
I turned it down.
I got my headphones in, so I don't know. But yeah, I said that's why I put a picture of the fish so people will know that it's bass.
Most definitely. Yeah, I see you up there spitting down there in the comments. Was they talking about you in that video?
Yeah, when they mentioned O, that was me. Because every time I see Cuba on there, because we look alike and he racist as fuck, I feel like I need to call him out. So I seen him on B4All's page. So I jumped up there and I asked him, I was like, so if you Tainu, are you Arawak? He was like, well, I don't know nothing about no Arawak. I was like, that's how I know you don't know shit. Because if you claim Tainu, Tainu is the tribe, Arawak is the nation. You see what I'm saying? So you can't claim either one because you don't even know about yourself. And
right.
really Cubans, right? The reason why he keeps saying I'm Cubano is because he's really mixed with Arab, African, Spaniard. Like I
Yeah.
can name about 7 things he's mixed with. He's just like me. We probably have damn near identical backgrounds. And the reason why they screaming this genealogy shit is, I'm white skinned as a motherfucker. But when I took my
Mm-hmm.
DNA test, my shit come back 97% indigenous. So I
Mm-hmm.
kept proving to him, like, you can't believe this shit. Look at me and look at this DNA test. So that's why they done changed the narrative of that damn DNA test now. Because I'm proving to them, like, that shit say 97%. And then I show my picture. They're like, oh, you European. My point exactly. So why is my DNA test saying I'm indigenous to over here, 97%? But clearly, I'm mixed with European.
Exactly. So you can't trust these DNA tests. I said this also. Those of y'all that take them DNA tests and it says that you have a certain amount to Africa, basically the person who you're related to in Africa is supposed to pop up as your relative in those DNA tests. So if you cannot see no individual that took that test as a cousin or an eighth cousin, ninth cousin, it don't matter. If you don't see that person on your test, then that means there's a lie. They literally just putting anything on your test, all for, I don't know, for a scam, a scheme, just to take your land and all this other stuff. But the only people you're gonna see that you are related to, I'm talking about like the accounts, is people that's just in America. Some people might be in Mexico, some people might be in South America, and some people might be in Europe. For one, I found a relative that lived in Europe. He was a black person, and they said he was like my ninth cousin. So if you ain't seeing nothing from Africa, no real individual from Africa, don't claim that mess. They're just putting it on your test just to put it on there. And I seen one individual said that if you got Nigerian blood, that's actually Mississippian blood. And they switched it along. Yusuf said that. That was Yusuf. Yusuf said that.
Hey, if they pale skin from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, or anything like that, they have more African than you do, bro. And that's a fact. Because like we had like a shit ton of influx of migrant workers for the sugarcane fields and rubber. For some reason, Cuba and the South America, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti, and a lot of those little islands, they produce a lot of rubber. So we had like 3 or 4 influxes of Chinese people. We had 3 or 4 influxes of Arabs, and then we had 3 or 4 influxes of Africans that came over here before the slave trade.
That's interesting. You tapped into that more? Like, have you brought out any literature on that?
I'll be reading it on my page, but I go live early in the morning, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So,
so I ain't gonna be able to catch that. I won't be waking up until like 10. Central time.
Yeah, like if you like, I've been trying to like put people onto this, but like Dominicans and Haitians really ain't even related. So the reason why Dominicans hate Haitians, number one, the skin tone. Number two, the Dominicans were literally gave that land once, like as like reparations for once being slaves, if that makes sense. So the Haitians weren't slaves, the Haitians were the slave owners, and they gave the Dominicans that piece of land.
Right. Man, that's some interesting literature. I like the you say you've been reading books on it, right?
Yeah, one book to get that explain this is called Taino and Caribs, because
It's
Caribs
an
is
old book,
also a
right?
tribe.
Or is it more
Yes,
modern? Right?
it was made in like the 20s or 30s, but it's called Tainos and Caribs. So Caribs is also a tribe of the Arawak Nation. You see what I'm saying? Like Arawak was just pretty much from Florida all the way down to like South America area. It was a big nation. So how you hear these Native Americans talking about like I'm Dene or something like that? Well, Dene is the nation. Lakota, Dakota, and Dakota, those are the little tribes. You see what I'm saying? So that's how Arawak really is.
Okay, I'm back connected. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know what had happened. It just dropped everything. It said, and this live been going on for 2 hours and 46 minutes.
My
You
bad.
there?
Yeah, my bad, bro.
No, it was my connection. Something had happened.
Because when I talk too deep about the migrations of all these different people into like, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from, like I always get like that shit always happen. It'll tell me the host booted me and the whole live will get fucked up. But they always do that when I mention the Arabs and the Chinese and the Africans and the sugarcane plantations.
Right. And you said, what was the name of that book again, right? And I had said, was it a modern book or an old book?
Hold on, I'm gonna go to it right now.
Okay.
It's you could say it's modern.
More modern. Oh.
Yeah, you could say it's
What
modern.
do I need to look out for? There's a lot of
Mm,
stuff I have to look out for when reading them books.
um. Well, see, there's a meme, right? There's a meme, and it's like in a village, and it says no blacks, no Puerto Ricans, and no dogs, or nothing like that. So there's a connection between true Puerto Ricans, or what they call Boricans, and what you would call quote unquote black folks. So what you gotta really look for something that says Borican, because that's the Taino name for Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So it's Borik.
Oh, did he drop? Yeah, Boirk. Yeah, you start.
Ken.
You said B.
I'm gonna put it in the chat because
Yeah, put it.
I get
Yeah,
tongue tied.
yeah. Somebody put it right there.
Yeah,
I got
that one, or it could be spelled like this too. It all depends on if you're from like the north or the south on how to spell it, but it's the same meaning.
I got it.
And see, there's a lot of books like I'm gonna pull one now. Okay, there's one. There's this book called. Let me see which one is it. Okay, there's this book. It's just called The Tainos, and it's called Rise and Decline of People Who Greeted Columbus. Right. This one you have to use a lot of discernment in it, but it shows like migration patterns. It shows like lineage and everything in it, and it's more of a modern book. Like it says linguistic ancestry. I just flipped to a random page. It says the
Right.
island Carib language was originally assigned to the Caribbean, Cariban family, but linguistics have found it that like Taino is a member of the Arawakan family. See, Caribs and Taino, and there's another one they call like uh Gorogons, or it's something like that. Gorogons or Gogogons, or it's something like that. They also the same kind of people, because the word Taino literally comes from South America, and it was like a tribe that that they found on the Taino River. That's where the name comes from.
Yeah, it's gonna keep messing up people. this live is gonna keep messing up every time he start tapping in. So I'm my bad, Yusuf. I was just gonna bring you up here so you can talk about that DNA thing, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this live now because every time he try to go in, the internet keep messing up. I keep having frame drops and everything. So I don't know. I guess there's something they don't want him to bring out. That's crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I'm gonna let it play, let the music play out a little bit, and I'm gonna end the live. So I appreciate y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all for sending me the gifts. I'm trying to reach 30K followers. Today I just reached 21K 921. So sure, I just gained a lot of followers today. Just gained a lot more followers. So I appreciate that. So like I said, I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all tuning in, looking at everything. And again, I want y'all to send me videos, like particular videos y'all want me to go over in my lives. Send it to my Instagram or just DM it to me. And I'll just download it, put it in a Telegram, and bring it up like the way I just did today. So thank you. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for the information that you shared. Oh, you're welcome. All right, y'all. I'm gone.